if it's not a bit more of that first injury.
Well, this is the man they need to get on the ball. First time he's had the opportunity to run at Newcastle Jets and cause Goodwin all sorts of problems. It's been a concern for the Jets. Craig Goodwin's attacking ability undeniable. However, needs a little bit of work defensively. But Dodd, I think, would put the fear into any left back in this league at the moment, given the form he is in.
Fantastic solo goal last week against Sydney FC to give Perth Glory an 18th minute lead there.
He destroyed Sydney last week. Heffernan and Dodd caused them all sorts of problems.
Heskey finds Griffiths. Risdon stealing in to have it back, but unable to secure possession at the moment, the Glory. Heskey again with Zatkovic. Goodwin has rejoined. Well, it's not exactly what you'd call free moving at the moment for the number 15. Bas Vandenbrink, however, at the other end looks as though he's recovered from that jar to the left knee. Zatkovic again. Neville. Closed down very quickly by Jamison. Wheelhouse. Mitchell, he had an option in Heskey, turns back inside. Zatkovic for Wheelhouse. Virgili coming inside, making a little bit of space for Neville. He'll have to take on one of the men that have replaced him. Heskey. Back towards James Virgili, but the flag up for offside against Scott Neville, in fact. Getting forward. Interception, Neville. Virgili again. Just given the space to turn by Jamison. The youngest ever Jets player, James Virgili, at just 16 years of age, now 20. He and Ben Kantarowski. Just seems like they've been around for so long. Kantarowski, 70 A-League matches, just 20 years of age, missing today with a calf strain. He didn't travel. Dominic Ritter, however, was given every chance to prove his fitness at left back, and is now sitting up alongside Gary Van Egmond in the stands.
Ben Kantarowski, James Virgili and Jacob Pepper, who is on the bench today. 3 products of the Northern New South Wales Institute of Sport program.
Griffiths, was that a hand? It was, says the referee. McGarry leaves it for Thwaite. Who in turn, after a bit of reflection, decides to leave it for Danny Vukovic. Now he's got Travis Dodd and Billy Mehmet. There is Gary Van Egmond up in the stands, which he's decided to sit up there this season, feeling he gets a better overview. Looks down to his assistant coaches via a walkie-talkie. Well, that's a lovely ball from Billy Mehmet in behind for Josh Risdon. Early cross right into the danger area as well. And again, it's Josh Mitchell on hand to clear over his own crossbar. And it's Heffernan who's taken a knock there from Mitchell as well as he arrived on the scene.
It's a great ball in behind and a super delivery. Josh Risdon, and he's just collided on the back of Birigitti's head there.
Right into that left knee.
But a great defensive clearance by Josh Mitchell.
Ian Ferguson, who was under so much pressure after the early stages of last season, before turning it around, the side they finally managed to develop that, if not a siege mentality, then certainly a feeling that the boys out west need to make Perth a real fortress for themselves. They have done that. Their only loss, their only points dropped here in their last 10 matches, a 3-0 loss to a certain Brisbane Roar towards the latter stages of the regular season last year. Otherwise, 6 consecutive victories bring them here this evening. It's a club record, as Heffernan is the latest player to hobble off to receive treatment.
We talked about Newcastle's poor record, but I think every team's got a poor record here in the West now.
Jamieson. Mitchell with the clearance. McGarry again, and the crowd just a swell of anticipation when they realised where that ball was falling. McGarry deciding not to tempt fate. There's a late challenge by Scott Neville on Josh Risdon.
Well, an interesting one there, Robbie. There's a 2v1 situation. Perth received the ball in behind the back four. Perth in possession, decided to pull that back, give a free kick. Can we talk about that last night? I know Andy Harper and Robbie Slater have mentioned it. Play on, can always come back to it.
Dodd with the header in towards Ward, who's won it back off Zadkovic. Ooh. Mitchell flying in on McGarry. There's not a whole lot of love lost out there, former teammates or not. Scott Neville and Josh Mitchell out to prove a point, it would seem. Flags up for offside again. And the crowd in the main stand not appreciating that call quite so much.
Yeah, it was definitely offside. And a bit lazy getting back.
Virgili gets a second chance. Shadowed by Miller. He comes to this near side with Goodwin. James Brown. Well, that's a fabulous turn from Brown. Just too many purple and white shirts there as Travis Dodd has his ankles clipped by Ryan Griffiths. And that's a yellow card for the Jets, number 23.
These two teams do have some history in the niggle department. Previously there's been players sent off, and I do recall even one Gary Van Egmond getting involved late in the game. Certainly no love lost in that. One of those last tackles, Josh Mitchell, had he not got the ball, it would have been very interesting.
Well, the last red card in this fixture was Billy Mehmet in the first half at Hunter Stadium last year when he went in on Tiago Calvano, received his marching orders. Birighitti claims it. Mitchell now. There was much outroar that day as well about that challenge. And a bit of finger pointing from both sides. Wheelhouse. Heskey, his first touch took him away from Vandenbrink, but straight to Liam Miller.
That's great play, Liam Miller. He just read that delightfully. Just got his body in between after Heskey took his first touch. Really no option there for Neil Heskey. Gives away the foul. Good defensive play.
Jamieson trying to take on Virgili, but only found the touchline. Neville, long throw towards Heskey again. Now Wheelhouse winning the second phase. Ward back for the glory goal scorer McGarry, who feels the referee impeded him there. The Jets have it with Brown. Griffiths, lovely turn, popped the ball up. It was sitting nicely for the volley. Well worth the shot from 22 metres out.
Great little ball in, great turn. A little bit lucky with the bobble. Sat up nicely. And why not?
full circle in the possession stakes. That's just the last 5 minutes. 68-32 now as the Glory enjoy more of the ball, but still the Jets look dangerous when they do get it coming forward. Vukovic looking for options. Ward decides to come short, dropping out of the forward line. Dodd, good header. Miller, can he get there in front of Wheelhouse? He did, but Zadkovic was there to help out his skipper. That's a lazy pass from Calvano. Miller again needs to find some options and does so with Jamison on that left side. The ball in, the header. It's a great first save from Birighitti, but following up is Nick Ward, back in the side and back on the score sheet. 37 minutes gone, and the Glory have come from behind and lead for the first time 2-1.
Well, Liam Miller, take a bow. Brilliant midfield play. What a genius. So composed, great vision, good execution. And this is a super delivery inside, and good header, and really good play, Nicky Ward, to follow that in. Easy tap in, good first save by Birighitti. Not good enough to palm it out of the path of Nicky Ward. Super finish. Perth are on their way.
Nick Ward with a 15th career goal, his first of the season after 4 substitute appearances to date.
Well, we saw those possession stats, Robbie. It's really important when you dominate a game that you do capitalise on that by scoring goals. Perth Glory have done that. Now they're on the front foot. Difficult to break down from here at home.
Mehmet gives chase, and it will just hold up for him, and as it was heading out for a goal kick, he puts it out for a throw-in. And there's a chance to try and peg the Jets in here as the Shed enjoy their side being in front for the first time of the evening. It was Heffernan with that initial header as well from Jamison's cross. Too much on Thwaites' ball over the top, and he's gone down after a bit of contact with Emil Heskin. He hasn't moved, Michael Thwaite. And Birighitti does the sporting thing and heads for the touchline. He might have just been caught by a flailing arm.
Well, he sort of fell into that. Certainly no malice there, Emil Heskey. But I can tell you, having experienced a broken nose, when you get one in that region, it's quite painful.
Well, it's knocked him about a little bit. And just checking the jaw, cheekbone and nose of Michael Thwaite, who stepped very comfortably into the centre of defence this season.
Well, he has, Robbie, and this is part of the evolution I was alluded to earlier. Van der Brink, Thwaite, certainly from a technical point of view, very good on the ball, like to play it wherever possible. Risdon's comfortable, Jamison's comfortable. As we go back to this goal, this is Liam Miller with a great build-up play, super cross, good header. Heffernan in there, and Nicky Ward to finish it off. Probably a little bit disappointed Nicky Ward last week. Perhaps at the death against Sydney, could have stole a point, blazed one over the bar, but always capable of getting you a goal. And I think with Jacob Burns out, Robbie, I think one of the positives out of that is the likes of Nicky Ward. A little bit less predictable offensively, gives them maybe another dimension to their attack. McGarry scored, Ward scored, and we know the qualities of Liam Miller.
Heskey again, great use of the body to see off Van den Brink, but Zadkovic has given it away, and here goes Nick Ward again. Plenty of space for him. Zadkovic getting across, Ward's ball to the front post. Cleared by Calvano, and then Mitchell gets the Jets moving forward again with Goodwin. Now, does he have a chance to try and stretch his legs forward? It's inside to Griffiths. Great ball, Mitchell. Fabulous pass for Virgili. Once again, he's up against Michael Thwaite, who shies away from him as Virgili threatens to cut inside. Zadkovic again, wheelhouse. Another one for Mitchell, under pressure from Billy Mehmet. And now it's the Jets' turn to try and get some possession in Perth's half of the field. That's a lovely little touch from Goodwin to get it past Josh Risdon. And the referee has decided that that's Risdon into the book.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Certainly an attempt by Josh Risdon to prevent the cross, and therefore a goal-scoring opportunity. Now, this is Craig Goodwin at his best. I don't think Gary Van Egmond will be happy with his first half defensive display. Caused all sorts of problems Perth have in those little pockets. That left-hand defensive area for Newcastle Jets, that will need to be addressed. But certainly Craig Goodwin getting forward is a good thing for the Newcastle Jets.
Wheelhouse with the free kick towards the back post. A free header again. And it was down towards Heskey, who fell under Michael Thwaite, and Danny Vukovic gratefully accepts possession of the football. 2 minutes to go in an action-packed first 45 minutes of football here. We'll probably have a couple of minutes of added time as well.
And this is poor marking once again. The first goal come from the delivery just like that to the far post. Calvano's peeled off really well to get a bit of header in, but that's not good marking at all. That will need to be fixed at half-time.
Zadkovic wins it straight back for the Jets again. McGarry's in there. Oh, as Thwaite was late there on Griffiths. Was he? Heskey raises his arms, asking where's the whistle. Dodd, good header. Mehmet getting in front of Calvano and going down, free kick. And the referee has a yellow card for the man that opened the scoring, Thiago Calvano.
Well, I will be surprised if this game finishes with a full complement of both players, of both teams. Nemit's done really well to get across. Calvano did his best.
Well, it was a swinging arm, wasn't it? The
well,
right arm.
Yeah, in his defence, you're always trying to get your body in between ball and opponent. There is a, by the rule book, there is a correct way to go about it, though.
(5-9) the foul count. Jamison with the free kick, the flick on, fabulous header, Travis Dodd. In fact, it's Nick Ward again with the glancing header, and a brilliant save from Birighitti.
It was a great save. That's a super delivery. Jamison, great ball in. Nicky Ward just helps it on its way. Really difficult to defend that type of delivery. Birighitti, great save.
The corner towards the front post this time. Vandenbrink arriving. Dodd was there that time at the front post. And it's another corner for Liam Miller to whip in. Some final moments of pressure as we enter the 3 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. A goal here will really hurt the Newcastle Jets. The referee again is in the middle of that scrum of players buzzing around Mark Birighitti, the Jets keeper. Miller with the delivery. In it comes front post again. Zadkovic's header helped on by Neville. Straight back by Risdon. Not enough angle on his passes. Birighitti brings it down and looks to release Virgili quickly. Jamison is there though, and this is a chance now for Perth. The flag's up for offside as Jamison finishes off the move, but it won't count. It looked a tight thing.
Well, with a minute to go, it was a poor throw, turnover in possession. Jamison's onto it, and that is a very interesting decision. It's very tough.
And as you might have heard, the crowd
Perth Glory
saw it on the big screen as well.
Yeah, we do have the benefit of a replay. Difficult job the assistant has. Clearly, should have been 3-1.
Lovely play for Gilly, and he gets the cross in as well. It's over Heskey. Goodwin. Well, that's very ambitious from the left back. We're into the final minute of stoppage time of what has been a supremely entertaining first half here at NIB Stadium. The Jets opening the scoring in the 6th minute. 5 minutes later it was 1-1, and then Nick Ward getting the goal in the 38th minute to put the Glory in front. Heffernan, Rob's wheelhouse. Heffernan still the cross. He was looking for Billy Memon at the back post. Travis Dodd straight back to Heffernan, looking for that first time cross. Ward was alert to the intentions, but the execution not there from Heffernan that time. Neville with Virgili. The 3 minutes of stoppage time are up. Is there one last hurrah for the Jets in this first half? Virgili still. Now Neville. Heskey is in the middle. James Brown as well. And that is the turnover in possession, and that is the end of the first half. An excellent 45 minutes work for Heskey. Not on the score sheet as of yet, but he has another 45 minutes or so to try and rectify that statistic. 4 goals in his last 3 games. They went ahead early, the Newcastle Jets, looking good in the opening minutes as well before Perth slowly turn things around and lead 2-1 at the break. "45 minutes left. Top spot is on the line this evening for the Newcastle Jets. They've been knocked off by a rampant Central Coast Mariners earlier in the day. But if they, in turn, can come from behind and register only a 2nd ever win in Perth, they will move back to the top of the table and confirm their best ever start to an A-League season. Gary Phillips, that, however, is a long way off, because Perth really have taken a stranglehold on this one.
They certainly have, Robbie, yeah. But the Newcastle Jets to go top, they certainly need to adjust those wide pockets in the defensive area. Perth Glory got in there far too many occasions. Well, should have been 3-1. Dominant in those wide areas. Perth Glory, Travis Dodd, Dean Heffernan, Jamison getting forward. Risdon's got forward on occasions.
And here they come forward again, the Jets. It's Neville and Virgili combining, and there's just a little bit going on there with Heffernan and Virgili this time. Heffernan standing over the youngster Virgili while he was on the ground. Virgili started ever so well as well at the start of this game. Not too much in it. Neville, long throw, flicked on by Griffiths. The referee has picked a foul in there against Emil Heskey, just clattering through the back of Thwaite. And a chance for Perth Glory to clear their lines. Danny Vukovic with the free kick. And Gary Van Egmond has headed back down to the touchline for this second half. So he's seen the patterns of play in the first 45 minutes. And now just wants to get his message across from closer quarters, perhaps. Last week he managed to do just that with a virulent half-time talk. that saw his side come from behind to defeat Melbourne Victory. Heffernan doesn't get the throw.
The Jets have got a very good home record, Robbie. Always very difficult up there. And when they're away, they will annoy teams, do everything to upset the tempo. Continually try to dominate possession despite being away from home. But these road trips is where they need to improve, despite the win against Sydney earlier in the season.
And then Melbourne Victory last weekend. It's actually the last 4 seasons. 4 years ago, they didn't win 2 away games in the entire year. The last 3 seasons, it's taken until week 17 at the earliest to register a second away win of the season. They've done that already. By week 4, they had 2 away wins. Virgili is fouled again, this time by Stephen McGarry, as the Glory players share it around, the job of fouling the young winger.
Yeah, I'm sure it's been identified as a threat down that right-hand side. Gary Van Egmond has certainly indicated he's very upset on the sideline at the moment. Intimidating tactics, there's no doubt. Trying to intimidate the young man, who's really been their only attacking threat in the first half.
Craig Goodwin with the free kick. Back post again. Vukovic comes. Again, he just pads it away. James Brown gives chase, but Ward is there to clear it long. Zadkovic, quick throw with Scott Neville. Now, can they put some consistent pressure on here, the Jets? Zadkovic still finds his captain wheelhouse. Good ball into feet of Griffiths. A little bit of space for Ryan Griffiths. He's a danger man as well. Virgili. Miller getting involved. Jamison. And then James Brown's header. No problem whatsoever for Vukovic that time. Well, they played it short. And this time, Vukovic does go long. Well played, Ward. Down for Miller. Just slipped as he went to hit it. There are some very soft little pockets out there on the pitch where it is hard to find your footing, but otherwise it's stood up pretty well to the rain this week and looks certainly fantastic.
It's a great night for football. Wind's died off, not warm. The pitch is in good shape, despite being a little heavy perhaps.
Neville, Virgili again, taking on Jamison, going past him. Jamison at the very end, getting the touch, and now Neville has to be careful. Calvano, Mitchell and Griffiths already on the referee's yellow card list for the Jets, along with Josh Risdon for Perth.
I think he's very lucky to get away with that. Mr. Mitchell, sorry, Mr. Neville.
Virgili only as far as McGarry. Ward with Miller. Lovely turn away from Zadkovic. Mehmet. McGarry too under pressure, and the Jets have turned this over. And Thwaite could find himself in trouble here. Ryan Griffiths was charging through, and it is a yellow card. And some might say a foul that had to be made, Gary.
Yeah, no question. Ferguson won't be happy with that. Sloppy at the back. McGarry turns over possession. Thwaite had no option. We don't like to see it, but
Wheelhouse, a little wedge to the back post again. It's Josh Mitchell who wins the initial header in the air, unable to create the angle back across the face of goal for a teammate that he did for the opening goal for Thiago Calvano. James James Brown. Vukovic long. Neville over Heffernan, but Jamison there.